Dear viewers, welcome again to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. ADEN DUALE vindicated RAILA Odinga from the 2007 chaos. ADEN DUALE solely put the blame of the chaos of 2007 on the former president, the deceased Mwai Kibaki. In that interview, ADEN DUALE said that Mwai Kibaki stole the elections for the 2007, and that is what led to the mayhem, the election mayhem of the 2007. ADEN DUALE also goes further and said that the first seat that he won is courtesy of RAILA Odinga's political influence. This is a bit interesting, but I choose to bring this analysis to you as it is. You see, ADEN DUALE, if I remember in 2013, going forward, ADEN DUALE used to attack RAILA Odinga, in fact belittling him, and trying to make RAILA Odinga look like a village leader or a village elder. But if you look at the words of ADEN DUALE carefully, it's like things are beginning to, dawn on him that it is true that he couldn't have been successful politically if it were not RAILA Odinga. Let me be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. People like William Ruto, Murkomen, DUALE, people like Moses Wetangula, people like Musalia Mudavadi have all gotten political relevancy courtesy of RAILA Odinga. There's a reason why I choose to bring this analysis as it is. But let's first of all address this issue of Kibaki. And this is what ADEN DUALE said. Since the beginning, it had been clear to me that Kibaki had to carry the blame for the post-election violence because he stole the elections and unleashed the police on protesters to stay in power. The working report also pointed an accusing finger at the police for shooting dead at least 405 people, mainly opposition supporters in then opposition strongholds of Kisumu, Kakamega, Kericho, Trans Nzoia, Eldoret, Nakuru, and Nairobi. If any blame is to be dumped at the opposition's doorstep, it had to do with the campaign rhetoric, where some party members were engaged in dangerous anti-Kikuyu rhetoric and perhaps the ambiguous call for mass action. So, ADEN DUALE has vindicated RAILA Odinga from the blames of 2007 election violence. Let me first of all bring you up to speed with the current goings of the bipartisan talks, because this book that ADEN DUALE is launching has come at a very, very good time where the bipartisan talks have now been resumed, and it looks that there is some amicable feeling within the bipartisan talk. It's like a win-win kind of situation within that formation. ADEN DUALE says 2007 is not to be blamed on RAILA Odinga, and that the president stole elections back then. So if that is the case, then these people have been saying that RAILA Odinga keeps crying foul every time elections are over. These people now should, I think, just shut their mouths and probably exit this debate of servers. They don't have the right to talk about open servers anymore, because ADEN DUALE belongs to UDA, one of the confidants of Ruto. If ADEN DUALE could make such kind of utterances, then watu kama Ndindi Nyoro ni kina nani? Kimani Ichung'wah ni kina nani? One of the most trusted confidants of Ruto ni ADEN DUALE. Where you see ADEN DUALE say anything, any word, then you should know that people like Kimani Ichung'wah, I want to say, ADEN DUALE was in ODM, was with William Ruto. William Ruto was in ODM back then. So the things that ADEN DUALE has revealed right now are true and cannot be ignored. That is why I still maintain that in that case, servers must be opened. ADEN DUALE indirectly tried to say that let us fix this election matter once and for all, so that we don't go back to the 2007 general election. Because, ladies and gentlemen, let me be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. In 2027, we are likely to see a 2007 crisis. We are likely to see an election akin to 007, akin to 2002, where people voted in their numbers in one side. And let me be honest with you, should Raila Odinga vie for presidency again in 2027, there will be a mass exodus from Kenya Kwanza to a Raila Odinga's side. People will vote in block on Raila Odinga's side. That is the reality, ladies and gentlemen. I am telling you this, and you can take it to the bank. Should there be a return of Raila Odinga in 2027, all the hustlers will have converted themselves to sufferers. Nobody will want to listen to this Kenya Kwanza government anymore, because 2027 will be the people against Kenya Kwanza. The people against Kenya Kwanza. People like Mudavadi will not have anything to say. People like Wetangula, what will they tell the people? That you are now hustlers. We want to make your life better. How? How is that going to be possible? How will CAMARGO even play his cards in 2027 if the people, all the people will vote in blocks in one side? Mind you, 8.1 million people voted for Raila Odinga. 14 million people did not vote, for the Kenya Kwanza. Meaning, only 7 million people, according to Chebukate's numbers, voted for William Ruto. So, these 14 million people are not happy. Mind you, out of the 7 million people, 3 million people are not happy. They will not vote for William Ruto. They will come and add up to the 14 million people to make it 17 million people. Raila Odinga has 17 million block to grab. So let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, are you sure that Raila Odinga will not take 10 million people out of the 17 million people? Are you sure? Ladies and gentlemen, let me be honest with you. Should Raila Odinga vie for presidency in 2027, and I'm telling you this, and you can take it to the bank, he will win by a landslide. You see, Trump, in American politics, each and every president has always been there for 2 terms, except for, I think, the early 80s there, on the assassination on the president who did not finish his terms. But since then, each and every president has been running for 2 terms. But for the first time, Donald Trump only ran for 1 term and was ousted. On the second term, he could not secure it because he did not perform to the expectations of the Americans. Kenya's people are likely to vote in numbers on Raila Odinga's side. In fact, Mount Kenya people on one side, on Raila Odinga's side. That's why Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is not exiting the political scene now, because he knows the mistake that was done in Mount Kenya. And he knows that there were spies who were planted. People like Sabina Chege and Kanini Kega, these were spies. People like ADEN Kainan, spies. He knows. So that's why he is very, very confident that 2027, and Raila Odinga is not old. If London, UK have King Charles as their king, as old as he is, if in US, Biden is going to vie for the second chance, but Museveni is also old, Raila Odinga is still fit for presidency. Let me be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. Raila Amolo Odinga is fit for presidency, and he will vie for presidency in 2027. You can take that to the bank. Come 2027, Mungu akitujalia, I will remind you that I told you that Raila Odinga will be on the ballot paper. He will be on the ballot paper. And the people like DUALE, now confirming that Raila Odinga did not lose in 2007, should not be saying that Raila Odinga keep losing elections. He has not lost any election. In fact, the only election that I think Raila Odinga lost was in 1997 when he became, I think, number 3. But 2007 never lost the election. 2013, you know what happened? He didn't lose. 2017, Maraga nullified that election. That means Raila Amolo Odinga did not lose that election. So which election has Raila Amolo Odinga ever lost? Nothing. So the servers must be open, ladies and gentlemen. Aden Duale's remarks only border around the narrative that servers must be open so that this election theft is issued once and for all. Ladies and gentlemen, can you tell us below the comment section there? Do you think that Aden Duale made some sense in that JK Live interview? Can you tell us what to think about that below the comment section? And once again, I would like to ask you to stay safe and stay blessed until you catch up again in our next analysis.